Next point is 3.4.4 elements of a parallelogram. There are four sides and four angles in a parallelogram. Some of these are equal. There are some terms associated with these elements that you need to remember. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. Given a parallelogram ABCD, see the figure 3.18. AB and DC are opposite sides. AB and DC are the opposite side. This side is opposite to this side, and this side is opposite to this side. AD and BC, this side is opposite to this side, and this side is opposite to this side. So AD and BC form another pair of opposite sides. Angle A and angle C are pair of opposite angles. Angle A and angle C are a pair of opposite angles. Another pair of opposite angles would be angle B and angle D. AB and BC are adjacent sides. This AB, this side and this side is the adjacent sides. Adjacent sides. Angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. They are at the ends of the same side. Angle B and angle C are also adjacent. Identify other pairs of adjacent angles of the parallelogram. Do this. Take cutouts of two identical parallelograms, say ABCD and A dash B dash C dash D dash. See the figure 3.19. Here AB dash is same as A dash B dash except for the name. Similarly, the other corresponding sides are equal to. Place A dash B dash over DC. Do they coincide? What can you now say about the length AB and DC? Similarly, examine the length AD and BC. What do you find? You may also arrive at the result by measuring AB and DC. Property: the opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. That means whatever the length of this AB is will be equal to same of the CD, and whatever the length of the BC will be equal to the length of the AD. You can see here also it is a 12 centimeter PQ, then SR also will be the 12 centimeter, and QR is the 7 centimeter, so SP will be also the 7 centimeter. Try this. Take two identical set square with angle 30 degree, 60 degree is equal to 90 degree, and place them adjacently to form a parallelogram as shown in the figure 3.20. Does this help you to verify the above property? Can you further strengthen this idea through a logical argument also? Consider a parallelogram ABCD figure 3.21. Draw any one diagonal, say AC, looking at the angle 1 is equal to 2 and angle 3 is equal to 4. Since in a triangle ABC and ADC, angle 1 is equal to 2, angle 3 is equal to 4, and AC is the common, so by ASA congruency condition, triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle CDA. This gives AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. That means opposite sides are equal. Example number 3. Find the perimeter of parallelogram PQRS. Here PQ is equal to 12 centimeter and QR is equal to 7 centimeter. In a parallelogram, the opposite sides have the same length, so that therefore PQ is equal to SR is equal to 12 centimeter and QR is equal to TS is equal to 7 centimeter. So perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides, it is equal to 38 centimeter. Now next point is 3.4.5 angles of a parallelogram. We studied a property of parallelogram concerning the opposite sides. What can we say about the angles? Do this. Let ABCD be a parallelogram. See the figure 3.23. Copy it on a tracing sheet. Name this copy as A dash B dash C dash D dash. Place A dash B dash C dash D dash on ABCD. Pin them together at the point where the diagonals meet. Rotate the transparent sheet by 180 degree. The parallelograms still coincide, but you now find A dash line exactly on C and the vice versa. Similarly, B dash lies on B and vice versa. Does this tell you anything about the measures of the angles A and C? Examine the same for angles B and D. State your findings. Property. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measures. Try this. Take two identical 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, set a square and form a parallelogram as before. Does the figure obtained help you to confirm the above property? You can further justify this idea through logical arguments. If AC and BD are the diagonals of the parallelogram, see the figure 3.24, you find that 1 is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 4. Studying triangle ABC and the ADC of triangle ABC and ADC, uh, separately, see the figure 3.25, will help you to see that by ASA congruency condition both the triangles are congruent. So this shows that angle B and D have same measures. In the same way, you can get measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C. Alternatively, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. We have the measure of angle A is equal to 1 plus and angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 2 plus angle C, that is measure angle of angle C. Example number 4.